Is that better? How's it going, everyone? We're back with some more scary videos. This time with your boy, Friendo JR. Say hello.
How's it going, everyone? Nice to be back.
Indeed. So we're just gonna do that whole 3, 2, 1, go thing again?
Yeah, might as well do stick with the same old process, eh?
That sounds good. Alright. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Tonight we check out scary videos featuring a possible ghost sighting in a school and a strange anomaly that might be inheriting a garage. Now let's buckle up and stay frosty. And please leave a frosty like for me if you can. The following video was sent by Annette, and she just found it in the paranormal section of Reddit.
Pause it. Pause it.
What have we done? What have we done?
I forgot to turn on the display for my stream.
Oh god.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, resume.
She just found it in the paranormal section of Reddit. It is said that it was captured by the security system of user Londo Lance that kept his recording private for over a year, before now deciding to share it and get critics' opinions of what we could be looking at here. He simply stated, "This was captured off of security camera outside my house. Something is trying to get in. Recorded between 2 and 4 a.m. Thoughts? Well, let's take a look."
Oh, what?
Yeah.
There undoubtedly is something entering through the glass sliding door, and the comment section is baffled, since nobody really had a good idea of what is going on here. Do you? Could it have been something on the lens perhaps? Very unlikely, according to most comments, since the shadow just vanishes. If anything, it's creepy for sure.
Ooh, I got an ad incoming.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, the only thing I can think about outside of paranormal is that it was a camera glitch.
Or that, or a cold spot or a hot spot in the cold weather causing steam.
Yeah.
Could have been a patch of steam or anything.
It's creepy to think about nonetheless, though.
Yes, definitely.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, resume.
House is not only a place of fun and joy. The garage in particular seems to be home to some frightening activity. The owners have set up a motion sensor camera that starts recording whenever there is something strange going on. And over the past months, there have been quite the number of scary events that were documented. Let's take a look. After getting a sound alert on his phone, the owner checks if he might have accidentally left the stereo on in the garage. Which was not the case. And only moments after leaving, music can be heard once more.
Oh, got a wisp there.
This
Yeah.
orb in particular should be seen many more times, and it is only shortly after that a terrifying voice was recorded.
Oh, that was loud.
Yeah, what was that even?
I don't know. Fast?
Some say they believe it to
That sounded like it said fast or something then.
be an old lady that might have lived there in the past.
Past, maybe,
yet
yeah.
remained silent to listen to her music. Or perhaps she was silenced herself in the past. All just speculation, but whatever is
It's
inherited
either
is
fast or
correct.
past that they were
Yeah.
She
saying.
used to like
Yeah.
playing with the pool table.
Oh, what the? Okay.
That's
She just wants to play pool
yeah.
and pinball.
Pinball.
Furthest thing is, the movement is pretty unnatural. Some say it's just spider webs. Others believe it to be
Spider web.
Of course, there's
Spider
no
webs
way of
can't play
telling.
pool like
But it's
that.
pretty interesting how electronic devices seem to be responding once this thing is floating around in there, isn't it? Not to mention the pool table.
Yeah,
and
I'm
the
calling
EVPs.
paranormal on that one.
It's definitely a bit different.
I'd say it's hard to tell what's going on exactly, but probably this is a haunted garage.
Oh, lovely title.
The next was forwarded by Seb, who tells me that he came across a really intriguing capture that user Miss New Booty had shared in the paranormal section of Reddit. On first glance, one could think that looks solely odd due to the subject moving a lot. However, it's not the case. Based on the uploader's comments, she states, I was taking a picture of my daughter, and when I looked back at the picture, I was shocked to see what looks like a creepy face. She looks nothing like the face in the image, and the head looks massive on top of her tiny 5-year-old body. My daughter was telling me of nightmares she was having recently, and maybe this could be the lady she's seeing.
Oh god.
That is... wow. That is bizarre.
Yes, I agree. Pretty hard to say what exactly is going on here. You might think of a double exposure first, but Miss Booty states that she has never seen that girl, that she's not part of any other photos. Also, she swears it has never been edited. Could it be the scary lady from her daughter's dreams? Impossible to know. It's certainly a creepy capture. However, it ended up looking like that, wouldn't you say?
I got no explanation for that. I can't even pause for a second.
Yeah.
I can't even say it's photoshopped because I've dealt with a lot of Photoshop in my days, and I'm able to pick up on obvious giveaways of whether or not a photo is fake or not. I couldn't see anything. That photo looked way too natural.
It's definitely one of those odd ones where you have to... I reckon that one sort of come down in personal opinion. I even saw another face to the left of the lady's face as well. So it's a little bit out there.
Really?
But
To the I see it too.
yeah, so if you look that little bit to the left of it, there's almost like a second face. But again, that
Yeah,
could
yeah,
just be
yeah.
lighting that. But
I see the nose, I see the eye sockets.
yeah,
There's no discernible eyes, but I see the eye sockets.
it's definitely something out there. Right.
All right, so I moved it up to 7 minutes and 6 seconds.
7 and 6, good to go.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Kathy Gallinger, who documents the haunting of a family's home on her profile KittyK38, has sent me another email this week with updated captures of the crazy activity that is unfolding in her home. She tells me, decided to record, as I often do, because of the activity in my home. This is what I captured in the kitchen. Some people felt I somehow tied strings to the ornament moving on the stovetop, but it was just the light stream from the LED lights on the ornament behind it. Let's check nights. She had her mom over. and they were just enjoying a movie together when out of nowhere more activity took place. What you probably have missed is a weird reflection in her window that was sent to her by one of her followers, and Kathy wasn't quite sure what exactly got captured here.
Oh, when the light switched on.
Oh, yeah.
Most likely it was just something in the fridge.
That's very
We
hard
can't
to
be
pick.
100% certain. If
Mhm.
anything, on one of the next days, she
It
got
almost looks like a
something
dog.
really terrifying that couldn't be explained at all.
Yeah, I
Take a
mean,
look.
it's hard.
What are you at?
Oh yeah, Ned.
Oh, I was. I
Okay.
just finished.
All right, I'm at 8:38.
Alright, so I'll just catch up quickly. I'm recording this so I can chop and change it.
Awesome.
Oh, there's a cat on the table.
So he's not
Alright,
afraid,
so
so I shouldn't be afraid.
8:38. Alright, good to go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Wind chimes are fine. There's our Halloween props that we've been using. All the lights are off, so.
That was very faint just then.
Mm-hmm. I heard that.
Holy.
Oh, that was a
Holy.
creepy
It
girl's
clearly
voice.
sounds as if something wanted Kathy out of the laundry room. Probably the same entity that is causing mischief in the rest of the house. Do you think it could be a related incident? It's also possible that the entity doesn't appreciate her family living there. Let's see what happens in the future. Megan
Alright,
Well,
so
Frank
the-
B, Steve McMahon.
That EVP definitely worth looking into. The image in the window, not so much.
Nah, the image was a little bit out there. But yeah, that in that laundry, that's pretty creepy. Like, is it an American thing to make your laundries underground and look really creepy?
Yeah, and, with the whole thing with the light turning on and stuff like that. That's also can be explained through some electrical glitch or something.
Yeah, they should probably definitely get that looked at. It's funny that that's actually something to bring up. I just recently had to get a bit of rewiring done to my house because I literally walked down to the shops, which is down the road from me, and as soon as I walked back in the house, half the house lost its power.
Wow.
That was interesting.
All right, so I'm at 9:45.
9:45. Alright, ready when you are.
All right, 3, 2,
It
1,
was
go.
posted by a random user who stated that the man who recorded this was out on an urban exploration in an abandoned school building in his local area. It was midday, so he didn't bring anybody else. After all, why would there be anything scary while it was still bright outside, right? However, as he was strolling through the hallways, he noticed somebody else in the distance. Oh, please ignore the city screen capture in the beginning.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because it just went the other. Oh, it looks like something's hanging there.
Whoa.
It is pretty unclear what
Yeah.
the person was doing there.
I hate those sudden
They were
jump
just
scares.
standing there, wobbling
Sounds.
around for whatever reason, as if on drugs or medication of some sorts. And what would a person be doing there just like that? The man takes several more peeks, before out of nowhere, there's a person coming around the corner, straight towards him, which freaks him out pretty good. Was this one maybe just homeless? The The uploader was under the impression that he was there alone at the time, but can we be absolutely sure? I don't think so. What do you guys think happened here?
Indeed.
Strange. Maybe he came across a ghost that was bound to his place for whatever reason. Who knows? Thanks.
All I can say about that is that that one is too creepy to be a homeless person.
The only thing I don't like is every paranormal video, anything ghost related, they're always wearing white.
Right?
It's-
That's another good thing. That's another good point up there.
It seems very stereotypical that no matter what it is, it's always the same.
Alright.
Alright, so what is our next one going to be?
Alright, I'm sending you the link now. 10
Nukes.
scary ghost videos. They'll give you the shutters.
Cheapskate. Okay. Where are we gonna start? Alright, so I'm up now. Start from the beginning. Enlarge the screen. Ready to go when you are.
Alright. 3, 2, oh. Hold on. Forgot
Holding
to
on.
Turn back on this.
Holding on for dear life.
Okay, alright. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Beautiful.
So obviously if you're a regular viewer, you know I love ghosts, creatures, critters, and basically all things creepy, just as much as you guys do. And that's why I'm very proud of this week's top 10 ghosts.
I love how he added that in there.
The
Beautiful.
Haunted Hill House.
He's always good
Haunted
at
Hill
those little
House in
subtle
Mineral Wells, Texas is
nuances.
said to be one of the most haunted locations in the U.S. With an over 125-year dark and troubling past, that doesn't come as much of a surprise. The home was once a haven for illegal activity. It served as a gambling hall, a bootlegging operation, and even a brothel. It also served as a makeshift hospital for over 50 years. It is said that the Haunted Hill House is inhabited by the ghosts of at least 9 people who lost their lives there. The Hill House can be rented out for ghost tours and investigations by interested groups and curiosity seekers. So one night in late September, a group of friends and family rented the Hill House just to have a little fun. None of the group were quote-unquote paranormal investigators. In fact, many of them were doubters who just wanted to prove that the so-called Haunted Hill House wasn't actually haunted at all. But that's not exactly how things went down. The house is said to be haunted by one particularly violent spirit that the house's owners refer to as Dr. Yeager. One of the visitors, Victoria, lays down on the bed in one of the rooms and jokingly starts taunting Dr. Yeager. It did not go well.
As you can see, she was yanked off the bed. It was not a fall. And then they ran out. We're going to rewind that and we're going to show you in regular screen.
That's what happens when you mess with ghosts.
Yeah. Don't piss them off.
Something seems to violently yank Victoria right off the bed as her friends look on in terror. The house has a static black and white security camera in every room, and it catches the action as Victoria is pulled off the bed and the group makes a run for it. One of the guys is so shook, he even drops his phone and just leaves it on the floor behind him. Now, cut to almost 1 hour later, around 3 a.m. A guy named Drew wants to test this alleged paranormal activity for himself. So he enters the same bedroom and immediately begins taunting the ghost of, quote, Dr. Yeager. He says that the spirit is a coward, and that if he really wants to attack someone, why doesn't he try attacking a man instead?
Look at the guy in the white hat right here, guys. Follow him.
Before I even finish my sentence, I'm in the air.
All right, we're going to pull it back. Did you see he got pushed?
So, Drew got his wish. He is violently shoved by something. and then he almost knocks down his two friends while making a mad dash from the room. It should be noted here that Drew has gone on record as saying that he will never set foot inside the Haunted Hill House ever again. But it gets even weirder. After Drew is pushed and he and his friends run from the room, something seems to yank the door shut behind them. If you watch closely, you can actually see the doorknob move as if it's being pulled. So is the Haunted Hill House one of the most haunted places on Earth? Would you go into that room and taunt the spirit of Dr. Yeager? Let me know down in the comments.
I doubt I would taunt this.
I'm just gonna play catch up quickly.
Friend.
What do you want?
TikTok user Luan, also known as Joshua Locke from Mexico, had a TikTok account dedicated entirely to his 2-year-old son. Luan operates a general store on the first floor of his house that he shares with his wife and children. Then one day, Luan...
Alright, when you're ready.
But yeah, I just want to throw out there real quick, I would love to investigate that place, based on that footage alone.
Yeah, you'd want to do it, but general rule of thumb is, don't piss off ghosts.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like rule number 1 is don't antagonize them.
Yeah, because when you do that, then they're only going to want to prove their presence even more. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Luan's video content drastically changes as his 2-year-old son begins to claim that he sees what he describes as a terrifying invisible child. This alleged invisible child scares Luan's son so much that he often cries in fear. Luan says that he doesn't see anything, but he says he has experienced a few strange incidents with things around the house.
I saw this one during my last stream.
Then late one night at 4 in the morning, Luan is awoken by unexplained loud noises coming from downstairs. Thinking his store is getting robbed, he records everything as he runs downstairs.
Buenos amigos, bajé porque empezamos a escuchar ruidos y vine a dar una vuelta. Tenía miedo de que estuvieran abriendo la tienda o algo así, pero no. Vean, no hay nada.
Debatable.
Ah, cabrón. ¿Sí vieron? No sé qué pasó. Mejor me voy, le digo a mi esposa, porque esta chingadera se movió sola. Ya me está dando cosita. Eso es muy raro.
For the first time, Luan captures something on camera that he can't explain. A chair moves on its own. Over the next few days, the unexplained activity seems to intensify every single night. Things fall off shelves without explanation. The family starts to hear whispers, and late at night they hear a light tapping sound coming from inside their bedroom closet. One night when the knocking sound from inside the closet becomes terrifyingly loud, Luan once again decides to record to collect proof.
Hicimos grabar ahorita porque se está escuchando algo en el closet. Dios mío, ¿qué es eso? ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Quieres algo? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? No inventes, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es? Se abrió. Espérate, cálmate. ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Podemos ayudar? ¿Necesitas algo? Dinos. ¡Sí, se asomó alguien! ¡Alúzame! Espera. Espérate, alúzame. No hay nada, mira, no hay nada. No sé. ¿Sabes qué? Vamos con los niños. Vámonos con los niños, yo creo, mira. Aquí no hay nada. De este lado tampoco hay nada. Aquí tampoco. Vámonos con los niños, vente.
Luan and his wife are lying in bed when the closet door swings open on its own. Then something seems to peek out at them from inside the closet. Luan rushes over to look inside, but there's nothing there. His wife seems legitimately terrified. They take the kids and leave the home for the night. Of course, eventually Luan and his family have to return, so they decide to do an overnight recording session, hoping to catch some evidence of the strange activity in their home. What they capture is downright chilling.
No inventes, mira todo lo que se cayó, si se cayeron cosas, mija. ¿Le prendes tu cámara?
Sí, ya me estoy grabando. Deja grabo acá de este lado donde se cayera el refresco, juguete, el control.
A ver, dame chancita para yo grabar. Si quieres, graba ahí donde se ve, donde está oscuro, allá donde están las papas.
Deja prender la luz.
Bueno, está bien. Voltar
Muy
para
oscuro.
allá.
Es que está muy oscuro. ¿Y luego qué tal si veo algo?
Ay, aquí estoy yo, me dices, tranquila.
Ay, no. Mejor tú graba de este lado. Y yo me voy y grabo de este otro, donde está la cuna.
Bueno, a ver, cámbiate.
Es que mira, también acá está oscuro.
Did you see
Oh,
it?
yeah, I just saw that then.
Luan claims that his phone battery died right at the moment he captured something terrifying on camera. A face with glowing eyes is staring right at them from the entrance of the store. But the bizarre activity didn't end there. On another night, Luan hears...
That was been interesting. I think we're a bit lost now, so where are you at?
Okay, wait. Hold on a second here. Now, Nukes didn't point this out, but I think it was Sir Spooks that I watched this last on, and he did point this out. But okay, if you go to 919 and pause it.
Yeah.
And if you look at the bottom, like the near bottom left, you can see what looks like a face peeking out from behind the display. Like it's like close to the floor.
I've got all their writing there in the way. Oh, no, I see what you mean. Yeah, the dark shadow.
Yeah, and one thing that made that part even more compelling is that it first appeared as the camera was panning away from them. Back at, I think... Yeah, if you go back to the 917, or not 17, 907, and look at that same spot, there's nothing there.
Bueno, está bien.
No, there isn't.
So, and if you watch it at a slowed down speed, like
Voltar para allá.
Oh,
0.0.
so 910,
Yep.
909 is when it pops up.
Yep.
Ah.
Right there. There it is.
That was good spotting.
Yeah, I can't believe Nix didn't point that out. He must not have seen it.
No, probably
Es
not.
que está muy oscuro. ¿Y luego qué tal si veo algo?
Where were we at? I think.
Let's skip through seeing that. 940 question mark?
Yeah, let's do 940 and just pick up from there.
Alright.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
from the entrance of the store. But the bizarre activity didn't end there. On another night, Luan hears something knocking on their door. He turns on all the lights and once again starts recording.
Buenas noches, amigos. Me tocaron la puerta. Este carrito estaba en el sillón, se cayó. Como saben, me duermo a veces en la sala pues porque me siento nervioso. No hay nadie aquí afuera. También he prendido la luz pues para sentirme un poquito más seguro. Se escuchan ruidos. Se han escuchado murmullos aquí en el baño. No sé si será de aquí. Como pueden ver, está vacío. Vénganse por acá. Vamos a checar si de acá vienen. No, está todo tranquilo. Vamos a ver si aquí de la tienda. Aquí dentro de la tienda. Parece que aquí no es. Se vieron acá. Vengan, vamos a ver. No, aquí no son. Vénganse, vámonos por acá. No sé qué está pasando. Mejor
That was
vámonos, vengan.
way too
Me
fast.
siento
to see
nervioso,
anything.
vámonos.
As he pans his camera,
Ooh.
someone or something with long dark hair seems to quickly move
Yeah,
away
there it is,
and out
though.
of sight. But nothing compares to what happens on the night of October 18th. When Lawan goes to the restroom, something knocks on his bathroom door. That's when things get truly bizarre.
Amigos, estoy en el baño. Me han estado tocando la puerta. Me siento muy nervioso, no sé qué hacer. Tocaron otra vez. Esa tira de Florida. Se ve una sombra. Mira, se está moviendo esto. Pero no hay nada aquí. No hay nada aquí. De este lado se ve una sombra, se ve una sombra. No sé qué hacer, amigos. Estoy un poco nervioso. Si veo alguna tienda, venga, vamos a ver. Vamos a la tienda. Vamos a la tienda. Vamos a... Venga. Sí. Con unas cajas de refresco. Unas rejas. Unas rejas se cayeron. Miren. Se oye algo enfrente. Oigo un susurro. Un susurro.
Something knocks on the door. Objects have fallen on the floor. Exercise equipment is moving on its own. But creepiest of all, as Lawan pans his camera around his living room, in one split second, he captures a shadow figure sitting on his couch. The same couch that was empty only a moment earlier. So what do you think is happening to Lawan and his family? Is their home and store haunted by a dark entity?
Again, another one that you didn't point out. If you look at 1129, you can also see a figure sitting on the chair in the corner.
Yeah, sitting right there. I don't know how he didn't see the other one though.
Yeah, I know.
That's what seems very strange.
Yeah, and again, Sir Spooks pointed this one out as well. I'm just saying to myself, how is he missing that?
Room. In one split second, he captures a shadow figure.
My question is, with the shadow figure on the lounge room, it doesn't actually seem like a shadow figure because of the colour in the the face area. Shadow figures don't generally have colour in the face.
I know, there's some color in there, so it's more like a ghoul than it is a shadow figure.
It's very, very strange, that one.
Alright, so I'm at 11, or not 11, I'm at 12, 13.
12, 13. Yep.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Only a moment earlier. So what do you think is happening to Lawan and his family? Is their home and store haunted by a dark entity? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
A war.
Watcher.
Yeah, pretty much.
The following footage was sent to me by a Nuke's Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain completely anonymous to protect his job. So for the purposes of protecting his anonymity, I'll simply refer to him as John in the video. So, John says that he works overnight security at a well-known logistics company. He says that one night, a fellow worker at his job became overheated and collapsed, falling over a 2-story high railing. Unfortunately, he did not survive the fall. Much later that same night at around 3 a.m. in the morning, John says that he was doing what he calls, quote, camera patrol. Basically just checking the footage from all of the building's inner and outer surveillance cameras. That's when he spotted this.
Hey, what's up, Nuke? Can't really be having my phone in here, so I have the brightness all the way down. But I'm security at this place, and I am in the camera room where I'm having access to a lot of the cameras, and I just reported to my supervisor that I noticed someone just kind of like standing in the grass across from the building, and I wanted to show it to you. So yeah, I can't have my phone on the screen for too long, but I'm gonna try to show you the 2 best viewpoints that I have. So yeah, here's the first viewpoint. So, it's that right there. there's no tree, there's nothing there.
Is it the worst time?
Oh, you got another ad?
I'm just catching up. I'm on 14:35 at the moment.
14:35.
Oh my god,
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Like, it's just standing there. And I let my supervisor know. But, like, our security procedure says that as long as he's not going towards the door, then, like, we don't have to have any worry. But, like, it's just been standing right there. It's to the right of my cursor. Just to the right there. I don't hear. I'll even try to zoom in. Like, you have a bad viewpoint, but like, there it is to the left. And like, this is a 24 camera, 24 frame, 1080p camera, but like, it's so like dark and distinguished.
Wait a minute. Just pause that. Pause that right there. 15:22.
What?
Let's go back just a little bit further.
15:22.
Just go back that little bit further. So go back to 15:05. It's just something I want to try and look over just then.
Even try to zoom in.
Okay, 15:05 you said?
Yep. And just slowly play it forwards.
Like, you have a bad viewpoint, but like,
Alright, so play up to 15:14. And it's just my eyes. I didn't notice it before, but there's like a shadow figure coming up behind that figure.
Hold on, I accidentally I clicked out full screen mode.
Lovely. Love the little
Alright,
mistakes people make.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
there it is to the left. And like, this
Oh,
is a 24
wow.
camera, 24.
But there was nothing there before. And then all of a sudden it just appeared behind it.
Yeah, that's not unnerving or anything. I went back to 15:12. Yeah, there is nothing there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And
I thought that wasn't.
A split second later, just bam. It just, wow.
Frame,
That
1080p
is so
camera.
unsettling. Good catch though. Good catch.
Yeah, I spotted that. Just wasn't sure. So it's always good to have a second opinion.
Yeah, that thing just appeared out of nowhere, and it looks like it's reaching out to touch the figure that was originally there.
Yeah, yeah. Very interesting and a very quick spot by a keen eye. Alright, what are we starting from?
15:22.
15:22. Alright.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
But like, it's so like dark and distinguished. So yeah.
John says that the misty shape of a person was just standing in a nearby field. John says that he watched for hours. He says the figure moved slightly from time to time, but never came any closer. Perhaps even more bizarre, he says that he almost felt like the misty figure was actually staring back at him through the cameras. Abandoned. Popular Chinese ghost hunter King Ming from the YouTube channel 01 Supernatural Studio investigates an old abandoned house in Taiwan that has a dark past. As the story goes, a man and his elderly mother lived in the home. The man had a severe gambling addiction, and after taking all of his mother's money, he left the old woman all alone with nothing, not even food to eat. The poor old woman starved. Rumors say that her neglected spirit is unable to move on and still waits in the house for her son to return. Ghost hunter King Ming hears some odd sounds and voices in the abandoned house, but other than that, nothing much happens. That is, until he tells the sad story of what took place in the home. That's when things get downright chilling.
不但没有好好照顾他的妈妈，到最后听说还虐打他，甚至不让他吃饭。然后因为那个妈妈年纪，
And the same moment this was captured on the hallway camera.
大小号罪，听说他就把他关在一个房间里面，然后让他大小便都不。
King Ming doesn't see it himself, but his camera records what appears to be a pale translucent face peeking from behind a corner. Many of King Ming's viewers believe the mysterious face to be the elderly woman who passed away inside the home, still waiting for her son to return. But what do you think?
Could very
Let
well
me
be.
know in the comments. A connection from beyond. Sarah Lee Sager is jokingly recording the live feed from their new security camera as her boyfriend Stacy is outside their apartment in the dark, struggling
It's
to
creepy.
get the
That
camera
was
installed.
creepy, that's for sure.
And even as Stacy is outside installing the brand new security camera, it captures someone who just shouldn't be there.
Well, while we're on ads, I also just want to point out that that's also a sad story.
Yeah, it is. And the unfortunate thing is it doesn't just happen in those types of countries, it also happens even here in Australia. It's the same thing. Stuff like this happens every day.
And just, people being too selfish to not care for their aged mothers.
Where are we continuing on from?
1750.
Alright, I'm good to go when you are.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
I'm video recording him.
Oh!
I just seen that fucking something. What, really? Hi, Stacy. You look scary.
Did you see it?
Yes.
A woman appears behind Stacy for
I
a
didn't
brief
see that
second
first.
and then disappears. And Sarah captures it all on her phone camera inside. Stacy says he saw no one outside while installing the cam. After discovering the shocking video, Sarah learns that the deceased woman was actually friends with her sister. Sarah feels that this possible connection to the spirit might have been the reason that she was able to capture the entity on video. Lost in the cemetery.
Creepy.
Back in 2015, Enzo Alonso from the YouTube channel La Ruta Oculta visited a cemetery in Chile while doing research about a boy who allegedly predicted his own death. Enzo suddenly hears footsteps on his left. He turns his head, but no one there. Cut to years later, Enzo is going through his old footage when he discovers something truly chilling. A child appears right behind him at the exact moment he says he heard footsteps. Even creepier, the child's skin seems green and discolored. Enzo claims that there were no children at the cemetery at the time of this recording, certainly not any that looked like that. He says that he and his friend were completely alone. So is it a ghost caught on camera, or just an elaborate hoax? A very, very strange hoax. You can check out Enzo Alonso's YouTube channel, La Ruta Oculta, for more creepy paranormal investigations.
I'm gonna
jumper.
just slightly
Big stop by
lean
for
towards real
Tobias
on that.
Olsen recently reached out to me about some very
Definitely
strange
out
footage
there.
caught on CCTV at his old job at a trampoline park in Sweden. After the park closed for the night, the building's alarm system went off without any reason. Confused by the alarm, the team checks the security footage, and they are shocked by what they find.
What the? Whoa.
Vad försvinner färgen för?
Skämtar du eller?
What appears to be a dark shadow moves across several security cameras. Now it's worth mentioning that these cameras are located 13 to 16 feet in the air and are separated by a distance of almost 100 feet. So nothing or no one could have moved across those cameras at this speed and at this height. So what could this mysterious shadow have been? Is it something supernatural? Or just a very specific pattern of odd camera glitches? Let me know what you think.
Alright, pause it for a second.
Yep.
Alright, I'm just gonna say right here, that thing was moving too perfect, in my opinion. What I'm thinking that is 4 coworkers working together to pull off a hoax.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, like they took long sticks, put like a silhouette attached to them, raised them up with the camera, and moved them across. You know, it seems too precise for it to be a coincidence. Alright, so I'm at 2059.
Alright, 2059. Alright, right when you are.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Halloween haunt or really haunted? The old Tuella Hospital opened in 1953.
This is where I want to go. This is where I want to go.
This is near your the place you wanted to go.
Yeah, this is that haunted asylum I told you about.
Oh, lovely. All right, let's take in a lot of detail with this one. So for those that haven't heard already, before all this COVID stuff happened, I was planning to make a trip to America to go see Flamrage and meet him in person. And he told me about this place to go explore. I've been really keen about it, and I can definitely say once all this COVID stuff is over and done with, I will be doing the trip, and definitely will be going to explore it. It's something I've really been looking forward to. But as time gets closer, we'll obviously tell you the dates, we'll lock in dates and all that, and we'll organise it, and we'll go from there.
Awesome. Alright, so I'm at 2105.
105. Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
53. It was so severely underfunded that the hospital didn't even have a morgue for its dead. Bodies were simply stacked in an unrefrigerated room. These days, strange things are still going down at the old Tuella Hospital. You see, a condemned section of the hospital is now used as a haunted Halloween attraction called Asylum 49. Many workers and visitors have claimed to see a terrifying shadow apparition that they call, quote, the Man in Black, who is definitely not part of the Halloween attraction. YouTube ghost hunters Ogden Paranormal investigated the abandoned hospital turned Halloween haunt and caught something downright creepy. Note that in this clip there is a mannequin of a character from the TV series American Horror Story that is a part of the haunted attraction. But the mannequin is not even remotely the scariest thing in this room.
Yeah, I know, I told that lady that.
Did you see it? Some strange shadow appears to be peering at them through the glass, but then just disappears into thin air. So did Ogden Paranormal catch the infamous Man in Black at the haunted old Tuella Hospital? You decide. Eyes in the Dark. Ghost hunter Sandro Silva from the YouTube channel Casa Soba Natural and his team members are invited to investigate an allegedly haunted farmhouse in the countryside of Brazil. The The family that lives in the home claims that an old man haunts their farm and has made it nearly impossible for them to stay there. They hear loud, unexplained sounds in the middle of the night and see shadows throughout their home. But creepiest of all, they often see the old man who haunts their home just sitting quietly in a chair in their house. As Sandro and his team begin their investigation, they hear an odd sound.
Volta pra cá então. Vamos tentar aqui pra frente. Nossa, cara. Nossa, mano. Naquela época eu tava com esse instrumento aqui, mano. Tinha esse bagulho, bateu aqui. O quê? Bateu um tambor. Tambor, mano? É verdade. Quer tentar ficar mais um pouco com isso, né? Eu acho que a gente podia dar uma sequência pra frente. Pode ser, cara. Para fazer as manifestações mesmo, tá? Vamos tentar ver todos os pontos. Ó, de novo. Ah, ótimo. Tudo novo.
Something seems to hit a drum in one of the rooms not once, but twice, almost like something is trying to get their attention. And then things get truly bizarre.
Nossa, cara. Você viu?
Whoa! Whoa! I saw that.
Yeah.
Meu Deus do céu, cara. Escutou barulho aqui?
Nossa, só vi, tipo, arredou mano. Mas você escutou a porta ali? A porta mexeu.
Did you see it? The team hears the creaking of a door that seems to be moving on its own. But what they don't realize is that someone or something is watching them from the dark. A figure with glowing eyes can be seen staring at them from behind a corner in the farmhouse hallway. When the video went live, YouTube viewers immediately pointed out the strange figure. But to this day, the creepy farmhouse lurker remains unexplained, the unwelcome roommate. Lainey and Ben are a British couple who say that their home is haunted by a very active poltergeist. For 2 years, they have witnessed objects moving or falling on their own. They felt the touch of something that just isn't there. Lights flicker randomly and for no reason, and they hear odd, unexplained sounds and voices. Creepiest of all, late one night, Lainey says that she woke up and saw the apparition of a woman standing at the foot of their bed. But it wasn't until the recent global lockdown, when Lainey and Ben were forced to stay at home, that the activity became so frequent that they decided to share their experience on TikTok and YouTube.
Okay, so just briefly, this is a mess, but this is my bedroom, and I've just been sat here just scrolling briefly. Now, every now and then, and you can see where it hits. Oh my god, it's just happened again. This thing, look, I'll just show you. There's nothing pulling that open.
Yeah.
Every now and then, I'll come upstairs, and this is what's happening.
That door just opened.
Oh yeah, you said you had an ad?
Yeah, it's alright. I've just finished it. I'm on 26:14.
What are you going to do about it? Because I'm not dealing with it.
That's exactly where I'm at. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Why do I always have to be the one? It's like I'm the sacrificial lamb.
Literally? Well, I don't want to have to be the one to deal with it.
Yeah, that's it. Send the female first.
Oh!
Oh,
Right,
they
it's
did
Sunday
it
morning.
for you.
Right, calm down.
So do I.
I thought we were being burgled.
So did I.
It's worse.
I'd rather be burgled.
Me too. Sunday morning, we were just chilling
I'd rather be
upstairs in
burgled,
bed,
yeah.
and we just heard loads of noise. Oh look, there's a fork on the floor.
Look at the state of the place.
And this is what we come down to.
Covered in an absolute state.
Hang on, I'm just gonna... Oh my god. Did you see that? Oh my god!
Cough.
Ben, I'm getting out of here.
After doing some research, Lainey and Ben discovered that the land their new home was built on used to be an old burial site where several skeletal remains were found during construction.
Oh, of course it was.
The couple says that they don't feel the presence in their home to be aggressive right now, but the paranormal activity does seem to be becoming more extreme as the weeks pass.
Well, yeah, very extreme.
Ben.
Look at him, man.
But give him his toys that we spent 30 quid on at the start. He won't play with them like this. He's not interested. Give him a ribbon that we found bloody lying about. He loves it.
Was that a ball?
I think it was.
This book's just come off this shelf, and I blame. I blame you.
Why? No, hang on. Before
I
you
blame you.
Why?
Oh, it's broken.
Why?
I blame you because you were asking for something.
Yeah, about an hour ago.
Then, after all that, one night, things get truly bizarre.
You gonna speak or not? Shall I do it?
Alright. That door was it was shut, but not on the latch, and it's just open. So, yeah.
But
I got a load of grief in the comments because I sent you to go and deal with this cupboard door, and now that door's triggered. So, and I'm not down for that. What in the f?
That's just scared the out of me.
What the f?
I'm gonna say that there's something attached to that.
Look under the fucking table as well, showing there's no f in here. I'm not down for that.
That's a dishwasher under the, unit.
Open them all, show us.
Washing machine. Where could somebody be hiding? Oh.
That was me.
What the?
Oh god,
Wait.
you can't even see up there.
An empty water bottle flies across the kitchen, startling both.
Whoa. What were you looking at?
That's interesting. That their washing machine is right underneath their sink.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Well, it's probably a small apartment. Had to make do.
Yeah. Alright, so, sorry about that. Where are you at?
I'm at 29:20 because I was scrolling back to figure out what you were looking at.
Alright, I'm moving myself ahead to there.
Alright.
Alright, I'm there. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ben and Laney. Laney snatches it up immediately to prove that there are no wires or strings, and Ben reveals that there are no accomplices hiding in the kitchen cupboards. To this day, the couple continues to share their creepy experiences on their TikTok and YouTube channel, hoping one day they will find more answers to their mysterious haunting.
Alright. I am ready to go when you are.
Okay. Turn back on the display. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary ghost videos to make you afraid of the dark. So, let's begin. A TikTok user named Maria Saltos 2113 did what almost every TikTok user does. She made a video of her dancing to a song in order to have some fun. Nothing could possibly be scary in a video like this, right? Well, you'd be dead wrong. What at first seems like an ordinary TikTok video quickly turns into something far more creepy in just a matter of seconds. Take a look at this chilling video.
Hello.
Yeah. Righto.
And peeking her head over her shoulder. Just, hello there.
Yeah, she just wanted to be a part of the video.
The place that Maria is dancing in looks to be some sort of old abandoned building, as everything around it looks relatively worn down. It also sort of looks like she could be in some alleyway, but that is anybody's guess.
And she's wearing those type of clothes.
The haunting figure looming behind her is enough to give you nightmares for days. Imagine you are doing a fun video for your followers on TikTok. You review the footage before posting it and see somebody right behind you. What do you think was behind Maria in her video? Was it a ghost? Was it a person trying to pull a prank on her, or was this all just an elaborate setup in the hopes to get views? Let me know in the comments.
Honestly, it could be any of it.
Oh, it could be
Over on
anything.
my very own Sir Spook subreddit, where you can share your own videos or watch others' videos relating to all things paranormal, a user named ETFW_ shared this terrifying surveillance camera video. The uploader explains that I booked out a haunted B&B, and I guess they were right about the haunted part. Let's take a look together and see the creepy footage that was recorded on that particular night. Although it may have just been a simple object falling from a table, sometimes that is all the evidence you need to believe that there may be a ghost lurking in your house, or in this case, your B&B. At the end, we can see what appears to be the owner waking up immediately after hearing the sound, who looks startled and almost hesitant to go check it out right away, which is definitely
Premium.
another.
You didn't go too far, did you?
No, I'm at 405.
405. Alright, good to go.
Yeah, but yeah, that wasn't really compelling stuff. You know, for all we know, that could have just been gravity pushing a cup that was really close to the edge over.
Well, it's interesting though. The cup didn't break or anything; it just bounced.
Yeah, that's true. All right, 3, 2, 1.
This video is not filmed on any cell phone or surveillance camera, but rather it is an older video that has something sinister within it that will chill you to the core. The video takes place in Missouri in the year 1992 and appears to show an ordinary couple sitting on the couch relaxing for the night. Upon first glance, there seems to be absolutely nothing amiss with the footage. However, that doesn't stay that way for too long.
Dans ce cas, il s'agit de personnes vivant dans un truc sauvage. Il faut savoir que ce soir-là, les voisins sont venus les voir avec leur nouvelle caméra vidéo.
Yeah, it's just someone behind the scenes want to get on TV.
Yeah, that's almost nothing. Like, what are we trying to look at here?
Although it can only be briefly seen,
it looks like a cow head.
You can see what appears to be some sort of a strange face or hand come up in front of the window before moving back down out of sight. Unlike the majority of the videos on today's list, it is entirely possible that this is not a paranormal entity, but rather a stalker peering in at an unsuspecting couple for unknown reasons. We can only hope that this couple is safe.
Now, my biggest question about this is, why are these two just recording themselves sitting on a couch?
Must have been a pastime favourite.
Ricky Valesquez is quite well known in the YouTube horror community, and it's not hard to see why. His frequent uploads relating to abandoned building exploration, walking around an old cemetery late at night, perhaps trying to capture anything creepy on camera. The entire video is over an hour in length, so if you're looking for an hour full of mysterious events, I recommend you check out the full video. But without a doubt, some of the scariest things that Ricky encountered that night happened towards the end of his journey. At around the 46-minute mark, when Ricky is setting up paranormal devices, you can see something weird in the background.
Okay. Well, I agree. That does look
Just
weird.
a couple of minutes later, when everything
it could just be a groundskeeper trying to scare
you
him.
hear what sounds like some sort of crying noise coming from nearby. Listen to this.
I started lagging a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm at 742.
742. Okay. Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
As I said earlier, if you're in the mood for a good hour-long watch of an in-depth paranormal investigation, Ricky's video will definitely be one to keep you entertained. But regardless, what do you think was making all those noises in the cemetery that night? Let me know your
That
opinions
I
in the
don't
comments.
know.
Could be a coyote making that noise or anything.
That's true.
Those that are looking to find some creepy ghost videos should look no further than the aptly titled Ghost subreddit, which is one of the most popular Reddit communities for paranormal enthusiasts, and videos from the community have been featured on this channel several times. Another surveillance camera video. This one comes to us from user Londo Lands, who shared a creepy piece of footage that was recorded late at night outside his home.
This one again.
This is that same one, isn't it?
Yep. This is the last video on this list, so I'm going to just skip ahead to the next one.
Skip ahead.
Oh, hold on. Oh, my wife says hi.
Hi everyone over on Flamrage's side. I hope everyone's going well. Hopefully. No,
everything's going pretty good right now.
no corona affecting you guys.
Oh no, just typical lockdown, but no one here's sick.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, ready?
Ready when you are.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Is in his basement at 1:45 in the morning, in the middle of a strange situation. So without further ado, let's take a look and see what's been going on inside this uploader's basement.
That music in the background, though, just does not fit this scenario.
Very distracting.
I think that's the theme music for this Halloween.
Guys, leave a comment down below if you can figure out what that music's coming from.
Yeah, I thought that was a tall figure standing in the doorway as well.
The fact that the doll was able to move like that all on its own is even more bizarre when you realize that it's a sliding door, meaning that somebody's hand would have to have pulled it shut. But as you could just see, there was not a single person anywhere in sight, even as the uploader goes inside the closet to investigate. This is a fairly new video, so hopefully more details and updates will be posted by Dope Island Skate in the near future. Angel Hector Rodriguez on TikTok shared this eerie video of him riding a tractor out in the field on an ordinary sunny day when all of a sudden he notices something that causes him to pull out his camera and start filming. What did he see? Well, let's have a look. What looks like a person walking around slowly in the field may not be a person or even a ghost at all, but rather a duende. A duende is a human-like creature originating from Iberian, Latin American and Filipino folklore. The Spanish term duende in English translates to possessor of a house. The duende is usually quite small in size too, which lines up perfectly with the strange figure that can be seen in Rodriguez's video.
It's a bit far-fetched, but
it is entirely possible that
never
this
know.
was just a man walking around in a field for some
Yeah,
reason.
that's
But it could also
an
be
interesting theory.
the legendary
Hey.
duende walks among us.
Spanish folklore, man, it has a lot of interesting premises. The chupacabra.
yes, there's a lot of them. And I've got an ad incoming. Okay.
TikTok user That One Cowboy is walking around outside.
How far back did I end up?
Oh, you had another ad?
Yeah, I had another ad.
Alright, I'm at 7:02.
I'll just catch up
Late
quickly.
at night when he explains that he just saw something nearby that looked almost like a coyote. Not entirely sure.
Alright,
he
when you're
pulls
ready.
out his camera to document his findings.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
As he proceeds to explore the surrounding area a little further.
Saw. Looked almost like a coyote. I'm right across here.
What?
That sounded like a kid. Or a goat. I'm right across here. I'm right across here.
Yeah, that sounds more like a goat than it does a child.
Yeah.
the weird voice that you just heard may not be a kid or a goat, like the uploader suggests, but rather it could be the voice of the elusive skinwalker. In Navajo culture, a skinwalker is a dangerous witch-like creature that has the fascinating ability to transform or disguise themselves as an animal. If this is indeed a skinwalker, then it would definitely explain why the man thought the sound he heard sounded like a goat. As the man walks around the area though, he is unable to find anything nearby that could have possibly made that sound. What do you think caused the noise? Was it a skinwalker? A goat that we couldn't see on camera? Whatever your ideas are, I'd love to hear them in the comments.
I'm leaning more towards just an elusive goat.
TikTok account. He shared a video on October 21st, 2020, and it is definitely one that you may want to think twice about watching if you don't want any nightmares tonight. In the video, Rufy and his friends can be seen walking around late at night enjoying themselves and just having a good time. All seems to be going perfectly fine for the group, when suddenly their night turns from fun and peaceful to downright terrifying in just seconds.
Arriba, arriba. Ellos se atacan, güey.
No estamos solos en este mundo.
Those look like just feral cats.
Arriba, arriba.
Dude, anything.
No estamos solos
Cats.
en este mundo.
Yeah, those are cats.
Arriba, arriba. Ellos se atacan, güey.
No estamos solos en este mundo.
The creatures that can be seen looking at Rufy and his friends kind of look similar to that of the Rake creepypasta, but the likelihood of this being the Rake is very low,
They're cats.
especially since they are seemingly in a public area at the time this video was filmed. Still though, it makes you wonder what these lanky
Still, cats
creatures
can be
are
scary at night time.
and what they were doing out late at night.
Yeah,
Hopefully in
cat's
the near
eyes
future,
can glow too, and if
Rufy
they're
and his friends
feral,
and us will have
they will make
answers.
noises like that to frighten intruders.
Arriba. Ellos se atacan, güey.
No estamos solos en este mundo.
The sky above us can be an incredibly beautiful thing. Many people love to lay down on the grass and look at the stunning clouds during the day and gaze at the wondrous stars at night. You wouldn't think it's possible for the sky to be creepy and frightening, but this TikTok video by user Smiley Dawson proves otherwise.
I would say there's a helicopter, but that's definitely not a helicopter. I can see it clearly with my eyes, but I can't see it on the freaking camera.
Ooh, what is that?
Bro, that looks like somebody walking.
It looks like someone walking.
That does look like someone walking in the sky.
It looks like someone walking. It looks like someone walking. Ooh, what is that?
Bro, that looks like somebody walking.
It looks like someone walking.
It's Jesus.
It looks like someone
And
walking.
an angel, Jesus, yeah.
Chris Angel.
Chris.
People that remember back in the old days.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it, that is certainly not a star display up in the sky you're looking at. Throughout the video, Dawson and his friend keep saying that it looks like a man walking in the sky, sounding absolutely baffled by the incident, and understandably so. Although it is possible for it to be a UFO, the likelihood of it being some sort of figure up there seems more likely. The movements it makes are more human-like compared to alien spacecraft, but no matter which way you look at it, it doesn't make any sense. How could there possibly be a person up there walking in the sky? We may never know for sure. And that was 5 scary videos.
3, 2, 1.
Which is what it takes to handle all of the scary videos on this countdown. We will see if you are brave enough. Number 10. An urban exploration channel called JJ Retro is exploring an abandoned house on the edge of an English village late at night. You can tell he's nervous just standing at the entrance of this creepy estate.
Exploring somewhere like this because we're in the middle of nowhere, on the outskirts of Slinfold, at this rather creepy house, and there's a sort of haunted feel to it.
Outside, they find a spooky tree with a rope slung over the branch and a plank of wood to step off of. I don't think we need to spend much time explaining what kind of scary events happened here. And when they start exploring the inside, every room fills them with a renewed sense of dread.
Yeah, this is creepy. This is probably the creepiest building we've done so far in our urban exploring career. Ooh.
They try to joke their way out of how scary this urban exploration is, but eventually they have to admit they are getting spooked by something paranormal in the house with them. Weird noises are coming from upstairs, or so they say, but to be honest, I don't hear anything.
Okay, what's that noise? It's coming from upstairs.
But as they slowly creep up the stairs, I can actually hear the weird sound, and that's when they get it. The creepy encounter caught on camera that they were all looking for.
No.
Hello?
And that's when, with all of them on the steps mind you, the urban explorers see a rocking chair moving on its own.
And that was the haunted house here!
Since part of the chair is hidden by the doorway, maybe somebody was off camera making the chair move. Otherwise, this place is definitely haunted. Number 9. Ehab Kasmea is an urban explorer from Jordan who had a creepy encounter while exploring a haunted house. He is looking in a mirror when this phantom figure is seen over his shoulder, only to mysteriously disappear when he turns around. Later, the same mysterious figure is seen leaning into the doorway, only to disappear again. Tell me if you think this was a real ghost caught on camera or if this was staged. I feel like this might be planned, and the person is simply ducking under the camera each time. Number 8. A TikTok video gets really creepy when some scary moments are caught on tape. A ghost opens the door, or at least that's what this scary TikTok moment was, according to Shimei57, who is sitting on the floor of her apartment when someone enters unannounced. I don't hear any footsteps after the door opens, no bags getting put down, so maybe it was a ghost after all, but the scariest
she definitely
moment
looks freaked
is yet
out.
to come.
Yeah.
They have a little
I'm at 329.
Ghost Girl seems like it's coming from up close, and the creepy TikTok video.
Alright, when you're ready.
Alright?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
The ends. Either something paranormal has entered her house, or this video was edited to make it appear to be haunted. I think this video could be paranormal, but more evidence is needed to help me make a final decision. Number 7.
I'm gonna lean towards that,
A YouTuber named Vicky Short offers this creepy home CCTV video as paranormal evidence of a haunted house. It's 4:26 in the morning when a scary event happens that is caught on CCTV. 2 books falling off the shelf, seemingly with no one around. Vicky says the haunted household objects moved on their own, but the alleged paranormal activity happens in a corner that the camera can't really see very well, so I'm not sure if it's real or fake. This could be a ghost moving the books, or it could be someone moving them off camera. But when the 2 lights mysteriously flash from a surge of energy across from where the books fell, it makes them suspect that paranormal activity is occurring after all.
Pause it.
Number 6.
Oh. Yeah, go back to I guess 419.
You're looking under that table. Is that what you're looking at?
What I'm looking at is, and what I'm about to ask is he not going to point out the obvious eyes looking at us from underneath that bench?
Right. I was saying that as well.
What is that? The other thing I could think of is that it's a cat.
Probably. It'd be something, cat, dog, laying down under the table.
Yeah. Alright, so back to 424.
Got it.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
He is occurring after all. Number 6. A ghost was in her courtroom, writes a government employee in the description of this video. She is investigating a ghost sighting caught on CCTV video and comes to this paranormal conclusion.
A ghost in the jail. I love how ghosts all works. They disappear and reappear.
She noticed some time ago that ghost orbs seem to always gather in this spot at around 5 or 6 in the morning. I was ready to dismiss this alleged ghost sighting as particles of dust, but then at 1 minute of the video, this large white object is caught moving on camera, and it looks roughly the size of someone's head, so maybe this is an apparition after all, although I think it might simply be dust from an AC vent that turns on at the same time every morning. Anyway, if they ever post any more CCTV video of the ghosts in the courtroom, I'll be sure to give a further analysis because this is pretty creepy. Number 5.
I think they have more cameras.
A woman uses Snapchat to confront a ghost who has been haunting her house for 8 years.
Are you there? Oh, there you are.
I find it interesting that the ghost disappears when she lets out a startled gasp, almost as if the ghost is anxious too.
Don't be afraid. Come out.
The ghost appears whenever she says hi.
I'm a little frightened at the moment. I didn't expect this to work. Hi.
Then again, this kind of looks like a smile, so maybe it's just the Snapchat app glitching out and not a paranormal sighting after all. Number 4. This mysterious creature has been freaking out everyone lately.
What in the hell?
Included. It faces the camera and moves its strange appendages
What
as a
is
warning
that
not to
meant to
come
be?
near. And it doesn't have to tell me twice.
I'm-
As far as I'm
what
concerned,
the
only brave
hell?
people can watch this video, let alone see something like this in person. I've been told that this was some kind of scary looking moth found in Asia, but that's not all. Watch this part again and you'll see it. A smaller, unknown creature at the beginning of the video that runs away.
It's a
As far as I
think
can
it's
tell,
a centipede
no one has
or
been
an
able to
earwig.
identify this
Yeah.
second strange creature, or what it was caught on camera doing there to begin with.
Wow.
Number 3. Okay, this video is
It's a cat.
bizarre and just plain really weird. A kid on YouTube named Nature the Bee is making a random video about his cat. Little did he know that he caught a mysterious figure on camera.
And that's the end of the first trailer.
That's a toy.
I hope you
Yeah.
Creeping around the house is a
That's
strange
a toy.
ghostly apparition. It is not part of the skit he was doing at all, and really has no place being there. Plus the way it looks from behind the corner is beyond creepy. You can see some more scary stuff when you zoom in, like a freaky frowning face that the uploader thinks could
Yeah,
be a
he-
ghost,
he
or a
he
demon
slightly
sighting
moves the
caught on
camera.
video.
He
I
slightly
think this
moves the
video could
camera
be
to
edited,
slowly
but
reveal
if
that-
not, then
that-
I'd say his house
that
is definitely
doll.
haunted
Yeah.
by something paranormal. Number 2.
Oh no, I hate dolls. Nah,
This
I
creepy
don't like it
doll
already.
has been freaking out this dog for days on
hate
end.
dolls.
And since pets are sensitive to paranormal
I thought
activity,
you were saying that
they
you
might be
had
seeing
an ad.
something
Oh,
attack.
sorry.
Sorry. I was still behind anyway, but I hate dolls. I hate these ones.
Alright, where are you at right now?
806.
Alright, I'm at 805, so
Yep.
we'll just pick up from there.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Attached to the doll that's haunted. I mean, you would think that the dog would eventually figure out that the doll, although beyond creepy, is not a threat, but after hours of this behavior, you have to wonder if the doll is possessed by a ghost or something. Plus, just look at the thing. It looks like exactly the type of doll that gets caught moving at night. I can almost see the doll blink on camera, but I think it's just my imagination creeping me out. According to the uploader, they eventually all got creeped out by the doll, but instead of getting rid of it, which is what I would have done, they boxed it up and moved the doll into the basement.
I would never have done it in the first place.
Better than a haunted living room, I guess. In any event, hopefully the poor scared dog doesn't still sense its paranormal presence and can now get...
Alright. 3. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Ron Stevens is ghost hunting in the haunted attic of the Tilly Pierce house, one of the most haunted places in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. This is where a woman named Tilly Pierce fearlessly tended to those in need during one of the most vicious conflicts of American history. The 15-year-old medic had so many units to watch over that not everyone pulled through, so ghost sightings in this haunted house are not uncommon. It isn't long before a ghost apparently begins exploring the paranormal equipment they've set up on the ground for it to communicate with, including Bob, the motion sensor activated dog, whose nose lights up when anything passes by.
Is someone petting Bob? Can you step away from Bob real quick?
They ask the ghost to step away and it immediately stops, which indicates some kind of intelligent presence is with them in the haunted attic.
Now touch Bob. Thank you. Oh, I don't think. Wait, there's like a sauna up here compared. Wait, what's that? Oh.
And soon the ghost is playing with other motion detecting equipment too.
There it is again. Oh, thank you.
The more paranormal equipment they put on the ground, the more the ghost seems to want to interact.
Any Pierces here, or anybody that knew the Pierces?
One of the paranormal investigators begins listing names that she's researched, and orbs begin to fall as she does so.
Did you play with Molly or Margaret? Or Tilly?
Followed by a scary scratchy voice that repeats, "I did," in a demonic tone. And as they are all adjusting their paranormal equipment, one of the creepy dolls moves by itself, and by that I mean falls over, considering they brought this doll out there specifically for the paranormal to attach themselves to. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the moment a doll possession was caught on tape.
Here, I wanted to show you these. Why isn't one turning up the oh?
No, thank you. Okay. Ready when you are.
Alright, and 3, 2, 1.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Wrong way. Urban explorers Matt and Andy from the YouTube channel Finders Beepers History Seekers explore the abandoned Mossley Manor in Liverpool, England. The manor has a very dark history. The Victorian building was constructed over 150 years ago by cotton merchant Nicholas Duckworth, who passed away in the home in 1889. In 1940, the manor served as a home for unwed mothers and their children. It was later sold to become a care home for the elderly and disabled, called Mossley Manor Care Home. Around 2014, reports began to surface of abuse and terrible living conditions at the Mossley Manor home. Even more disturbing, families discovered the unreported deaths of at least 10 elderly patients in the home. The care home was shut down in 2015. For obvious reasons, many claim that the Mossley Manor is haunted and is a hotspot for paranormal activity. But Matt and Andy from Finders Beepers are certainly not ghost hunters or even necessarily believers in the paranormal. They're just a couple of guys who enjoy doing urban exploration of old decaying properties like the Mossley Manor, and cracking a few jokes along the way.
Alright, so we've just come in to a sort of where they keep files and diaries and one thing and another.
He didn't look suitable to enter the building, on account of him having a wild expression in his eyes.
How can...
Psychopath coming in.
But who can judge whether somebody should be allowed in because they've got a wild look in their eyes?
Never let me in, would they?
This building is amazing, actually. I really want to go scrambling around on that roof. But I don't know whether I'm just currently too fat. Fucking hell! Jesus Christ! Oh my God, my heart. This is like the entranceway. Not that we can see it because they're on these bombs.
Even though the two guys try to keep the atmosphere light, when they are on their way up the manor stairs, Matt sees something truly chilling. And suddenly, things just aren't so funny anymore.
Right, just heading up. Is this the second or third floor we're going up to? Because we went down to the basement, it's thrown me. Totally thrown me. That paper's...
I've got an ad incoming.
Can't they? Wallpaper.
Another ad.
What's up guys, Corey coming to you live from the Tac Toys HQ, and in this video I'm happy to present the brand new...
It's like good quality wallpaper, I will say that. Yeah. But yeah, you can see it goes up again. Hey, wait up. Hello? Hello? I feel like there's somebody down there as well. Right, I'm going up.
What? Yeah. My sentiments exactly.
Right, I've gone cold. Oh, it might be. I've gone cold because I saw somebody stood there. I saw a leg. Hello? You just thought. But they went that way, and there's no way you can go. Voice.
Yeah, this just turned into a paranormal investigation.
It never takes long.
One or something who seems to be watching them. The figure immediately walks off toward the right and disappears. Matt and Andy immediately head up the stairs to investigate, but they can't find anyone or anything to explain what Matt captured on camera. Even stranger, there is nowhere for anyone to walk or hide. Now keep in mind that the mysterious figure disappeared towards the right side. Well, that just leads toward a wall with a tiny boarded up window. The mysterious person seems to have simply disappeared into thin air.
But they went that way, and there's no way you can go.
So could it be that they captured the ghost of Nicholas Duckworth still roaming his Victorian home? Could it be the apparition of one of the elderly patients that passed away inside the manor? Let me know what you think. You can check out Matt and Andy's full exploration over on their YouTube channel, Finders Beepers.
Very strange that it like
Meanwhile, on TikTok,
moves and then walks off.
TikTok user Chips and Chicken shared a strange video. She explains that the video...
Like you can see, you see it like when it moves, like it wobbles first and then walks away.
Yeah, it's weird that it
mysterious
just
figure disappeared towards the right side.
Moved backwards a little bit, and
that
then
just
went
leads
forward.
toward a wall.
That's what makes me seem like it might be one of the elderly people. You know, like whenever you see elderly people walk, they always do that lean back before they move forward.
All with a tiny boarded up window.
Yeah, to catch their balance and all that. My mom does that sometimes.
Yeah, so it just seemed very strange. That's how it happened.
Yeah. All right, so I'm paused at 527.
527. Gotcha.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Meanwhile, on TikTok, TikTok user Chips and Chicken shared a strange video. She explains that the video was captured by CCTV late at night in the 50-year-old building of a Union Center in California. One night, something triggers the building's alarm. So the office manager goes to check the CCTV footage. He finds a truly chilling discovery that, as TikTok user Chips and Chicken put it, quote, freaked him out.
What the?
Okay.
This looks like she's floating, Bob.
It's like they're on a hoverboard.
Yeah, okay, bye then.
Wait a minute. That looked like they were on a hoverboard just then.
Oh, God, that gives me the creeps.
Yep.
A white figure can be seen hovering around the back of the building. Workers who watched the footage believe it might be the spirit
Look
of
how
a
they
Media
lean.
Center member who had recently passed away. TikTok user Chips and Chicken is baffled by the footage.
Pause that. That just seemed weird. That's too weird. You can see them lean
is really weird.
as if they're on a hoverboard though. It looks like it's a hoax. Like, I'm not trying to diss it straight away, but you can see as it comes in the frame and as it backs up and as it goes out of frame, you can see it lean in those directions like it is on a hoverboard.
And another thing.
This looks like she's floating, Bob.
It kind of stops, divots a little bit, like it's like it's attached to a wire or something, and the wire keeper has to catch up with it.
It's awfully. And it does. It seems a bit like more of a hoax than a.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm leaning toward fake on that one.
Even their voices, you can hear in their voices, they're still extremely calm.
Yeah. All right, so I'm paused at 650.
650. Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
These. Let's just take a second for the giggles to pass. All right. Anyway, she claims that she is usually unaffected by anything scary that she watches on the internet or TV. But when her uncle sent her this video captured at his apartment in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, she was shocked.
Ooh, Jesus.
Okay, that's creepy.
The family claims that they've been tormented by frequent paranormal activity for the entire 4 years that they have lived in this apartment. But they say they've never captured anything like this before. What terrifies the family even more is that the dark figure, which appears to have claws for hands, can be seen coming out of their sleeping baby's bedroom. When they received the notification of captured movement caught by their security camera, they say they immediately fled the apartment to stay at their parents' home. So did the family capture some dark entity on camera? You decide. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at Nukes.on-Explorers. He records everything live.
Okay, I think we're a bit lost now at the moment. I'm only on 831.
Well, okay, sorry, what was that?
I'm only on 831. Where are you?
I'm at 830.
Alright, perfect.
And I think I've seen this one before, so if I'm right about this one, it's gonna be really creepy.
Okay, great.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
For his Snapchat followers, soon he begins to hear a very chilling sound.
Allah, Allah, Bismillah.
Yeah, I think this is the one that I'm thinking about.
Hey.
What the hell kind of noise is that?
I have no idea. Okay, this is not the one that I was thinking
بسم الله
about.
الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الذي يضع مع اسمه شيء في الأرض وفي السماء والسميع العليم. بسم الله الله أكبر. بسم الله الله أكبر.
Hassan sees a dark figure peeking out from the door of the abandoned house. As it darts back inside, Hassan runs to the building, but the figure has disappeared. But whatever is roaming the property seems to be getting even closer.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الله أكبر.
Again, Hassan runs as fast as he can, only to find nothing. He's beginning to get a little spooked, but he continues on. And then things
I'm amazed he had the guts to chase it down.
Yeah.
نفسي اساعده بس مش
Crazy.
لاقي.
What the fuck?
بسم الله.
Oh God.
بسم الله. بسم الله.
That had to hurt.
ضربت عليها يا اخوان.
Did they trip on something, or did something throw something at them?
I thought he kicked something, but.
Ooh. Either way, that's better.
Oh God, that's loud.
The terrifying scream becomes ear-piercingly loud, and Hassan once again attempts to run toward the source of the sound, but he painfully stubs his toe against a piece of cement. The room appears to be completely empty as Hassan checks his injured toe. Then, out of nowhere, the intense screaming is back, and now it seems to be right where he's standing. Hassan is frightened but keeps filming for his live stream audience. That's when things take a terrifying turn.
Bismillah.
Just throw something at him.
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
Yeah, that time something.
بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض وفي السماء وهو السميع. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض وفي السماء وهو السميع العليم. الله أكبر الله أكبر. بسم الله. لا 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 تعبت.
As Hassan looks out a window, he gets hit in the neck by something. As he points the camera towards himself to show his injured neck, a horrifying dark figure suddenly appears right behind him. Terrified, he turns around, but again, there's no one there. That's when Hassan has finally had enough. He decides to just get out of there. So did Hassan Barbar capture a malicious jinn or spirit live on camera? Or is it all effects and careful editing? As always, you decide. You can find more creepy videos of Hassan's adventures over on his YouTube channel.
It's hard to call it that when he was live streaming that.
Yeah, that's it.
His next video was sent in by a Nuke's Top 5 viewer. He says that his uncle used to work in a rental store. One day, as he was walking in the door, he felt as if someone or something firmly touched him on the back. He looked around, but no one there. But when he checked the store's security footage, he was shocked to the core.
Sir, I can't believe that happened. Dude, something fucking touched me, dude. And it's on camera. Yeah, get that person behind me. Dude, look at the mess. Now watch. Touches me. Gone. Gone, dude. Look. I'm like, what? Oh my God, man.
That mist just formed right behind him and just disappeared after touching him.
What the hell? I'm not looking for things. Look, I'm like,
Now, normally I would say that what you see on the footage is simply caused by a common camera compression glitch. But the guy's reaction is just not so easy to explain. The man looks around in confusion, and it seems that he truly believes that someone just touched him, even though there's no one there. So could this strange mist that seems to follow him be something paranormal? Let me know down in the comments. Off the air. Antonis Vlahos is a paranormal investigator from the Greek YouTube channel Herphosikes Drasteriotietes. which in English translates to paranormal activities. Antonis says that he was sent multiple reports from townspeople about the strange things happening in a quiet and mostly abandoned mountain village in Greece. The locals claim that one day, some time ago, something strange and unexplained appeared in the sky above the town. Some call it a, quote, thing, and some describe it as an ominous glow. Since the creepy incident, the locals claim that they experience non-stop unexplained phenomena inside their homes. They say that they feel like they are being watched and can't sleep because whenever they try to get some rest, they get the grotesquely odd sensation of worms crawling on their feet. The activity has gotten so intense that almost all of the villagers decided to leave the town for good. The very few inhabitants left are still looking for answers. Antonis Vlahos is skeptical about the strange reports, but agrees to travel to the small mountain town to investigate. When he and his cameraman arrive, they discover that many of the town's homes are indeed abandoned. They decide to spend the night inside one of these abandoned homes to try and capture some of the reported strange phenomena on camera. As they explore the abandoned house, they begin to get the feeling that whoever used to live there left in a hurry.
Είναι πραγματικά περίπου. Όλα κλειστά, μια μυρωδιά απέσια εδώ μέσα. Έτσι έχουν ψοφήσει ζώα. Η μυρωδιά είναι τραγική. Μια βαριά ατμόσφαιρα. Το σπίτι είναι λες και εμένα να δω ξαφνικά φύγανε τακτοποιημένο. Καθρέφτες παντού, φωτογραφίες, αισθανόμουν από την οικογένεια. Μάλλον είναι αυτοί που θα μένανε εδώ στο σπίτι κάποιος από αυτούς ή θα είναι το οικογενειακό του ζεύγο.
Furniture and electronics are left behind in the house, but strangest of all, even family photos are left scattered everywhere. It appears that the former occupants left in such a rush that they didn't even have time to pack away their precious family keepsakes.
Just hang on. I'm not gonna leave you.
I'm just
It's
gonna
really worth it. Ruining your day worrying about expensive sunglasses.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm at 17:18.
Later that night.
Alright, good to go.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Antonis and his cameraman decide to lay down for a rest, but they leave their cameras recording just in case. That's when they capture something downright chilling.
Και τι ράδιο είναι αυτό? Ραδιόφωνο παίζει, να βάλεις κινητό. Όχι. Από εδώ ακούγεται. Όχι ρε. Αλλά από εδώ ακούγεται. Τα ακούς? Τα ακούς? Αλλά εδώ από τον τοίχο ακούγεται. Αλλά δεν ακούς.
Πλάκα κάνεις τώρα.
Ράδιο. Καλά κατά ακούς που παίζει. Μαλάκα δεν υπάρχουν. Μαλάκα δεν είναι πουθενά.
Simon, plugged in.
Είναι εδώ ρε. Είναι δυνατόν να παίζει μόνο του είναι. Είναι εδώ. Μαλάκα αυτό δεν παίρνει το μπαταρίες. Σταμάτησε. Δεν είμαστε καλά.
That is incredibly creepy.
Yeah.
Μαλάκα, έχω τρελαθεί.
Antonis jolts up and calls out to his cameraman. They both hear a very creepy sound coming from somewhere inside a nearby cabinet. They discover it's a radio. But the radio isn't plugged into any power source, and the antique receiver doesn't even have a compartment for batteries. Suddenly, the radio just stops playing. and Antonis and his cameraman are baffled by what they've just witnessed. Eventually, they decide to lay down for a rest once again. It does not go well.
What the hell?
Τι να μην φοβάμαι, πάμε έξω, πάμε έξω. Πάμε έξω, πάμε έξω τώρα. Τώρα λίγο, πάμε έξω. Τα άκουσες?
I have nothing for that.
Yeah.
Εγώ ακόμα ακούω ήχους μέσα αυτή τη στιγμή.
Ήταν το πιο δυνατό έχω ζήσει. Το πιο ανατριχιαστικό έχω ζήσει.
Εγώ δεν μπαίνω.
Τα πράγματα πώς θα τα πάρουμε? Θα τα πεις?
Το πρωί.
Να πάρω τουλάχιστον κάποια πράγματα ρε φίλε, γιατί δεν γίνεται. Έχουμε...
Ωραία.
Πάμε πάνω, τόσα πράγματα. Στην έχω ζήσει πιο ανατριχιαστικό περιστατικό. Είναι από τα πιο δυνατά.
No less than 3 different cameras are recording when suddenly the whole house starts to shake. The family photos fly into the air and a chair is thrown across one of the house's rooms. The terrified team runs outside to safety, leaving all of their equipment inside. Antonis explains that this is the creepiest and most intense activity he has ever experienced. So did the Paranormal Activities team capture real paranormal activity on camera? Are the stories about the abandoned town true? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
How do you
You
fake
can watch the full
that?
video and more.
Yeah, that's how this ends. Haunted earthquake.
Yeah, pretty much.
I honestly can't think of a better way to end a stream like that. That was awesome. Alright, well, that'll wrap it up for tonight, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, I suppose I just lost Flamrage connection then. He cut out. I'm assuming he did a shout out as well. But don't forget, guys, go over to his channel as well and subscribe to his channel. Help him get those numbers up. It's good to be back doing these with him again. It's been a long time. Now, I will be recording and editing this one, so it's going to be a bit later than his. His is live streamed. So definitely go check his out straight after and subscribe and support our channels. Thanks for tuning in. I shall see you on the next one. Bye bye.